Hello friends, today I'm 27 weeks pregnant. So I'm 27 weeks pregnant today and it is Halloween. I hope that you guys had a good Halloween and I hope that you made out well with candy. We will be trick-or-treating tonight, so hopefully I get a bunch of Snickers and peanut M&Ms. I mean I hope the kids get those things. I'm not trick-or-treating. So I am officially 27 weeks pregnant and baby is about the size of a bunch of bananas. Now, I know he's not fully ripe yet, neither are these bananas, but I really hope he's not green in there. I have a lot to update you guys on because I had a doctor's appointment and an ultrasound last week. So here we go. I'll start with my ultrasound. The reason for having this ultrasound is because around 18 weeks at our anatomy scan, they found a choroid plexus cyst on the baby's brain that was about 3 millimeters in size. Now, this could have been an indicator of Down syndrome or trisomy 18, but because there were no other indicators of anything being wrong, my doctor's not concerned at all, and she convinced me that it would go away on its own and I didn't have to do anything. But of course I opted to check on it. She said I could check in another month or in 2 months. So I said, well, let's just go for 2 months to give it time to go away on its own. The way they explained it to me in the first place is that this actually happens more often than not in developing babies, and you have to think of an ultrasound as like one snapshot in time of your baby. And just because I didn't have this show up on Timmy or Kaya's ultrasounds ever doesn't mean that they never had it. Doesn't mean that every other baby doesn't eventually at some point ever develop a cyst, and that they come and go and that it's nothing to worry about. So I'm just going to hope that everything is as good as they say it was in the ultrasound. As far as the baby in the ultrasound goes, he did not stop moving like the entire time. It was really funny because she was trying to get like a good measurement of his spine and she had a really good shot of it, and then all of a sudden he completely flipped over and you couldn't even see it anymore. So I thought it was funny. The ultrasound tech was so good with the kids. It was just me and I had both of the kids, and Timmy was great. He sat there and he was looking at the screen and he was interested, but Kaya was a little bit more like she wanted me to hold her. She wanted to be on the table with me. But the ultrasound tech was really good and she was talking to the kids, and then she turned on the heartbeat and she was like showing them like, see where it's flickering, that's where the heartbeat is, and then she turned on the sound so that we could hear the heartbeat, and it was beating at 139, so that is perfectly perfect and right around where Timmy's was when he was a little fetus in my belly. This part I was really interested in finding out, but the size of this baby is not as big as I thought he would be at this point. He is right on par. I thought he was gonna be big, but he is only 1 pound and 14 ounces. He's so like tiny but huge at the same time. And she was showing me his hands, and like literally they looked like man hands, and his feet looked like ginormous. Like they looked like they were the size of Timmy's feet. My doctor reviewed some of the information from the ultrasound, and I am still measuring about 2 weeks ahead, which I have been since day 1. It could mean that I'll go into labor 2 weeks early before my due date, or not. It might mean nothing. I did have both Timmy and Kaya before my due date, so kind of like well before my due date, but I don't know, part of me thinks that he's gonna be right on time when he should be. Since I have been having Braxton Hicks for about 10 weeks, at my next appointment, my doctor will likely be checking my cervix, but maybe not, just depending on how the next 4 weeks goes. They should have measured my cervix in the ultrasound, but she didn't have that measurement right in front of her, so she's gonna look into it, whatever, and if she has to check me, she'll check me. We're not really worried about it, but because I was 4 centimeters dilated with Kaya at like 35 weeks, it could be of concern, but that would just mean less activity and more resting, which I've kind of been doing a lot of this pregnancy anyways, just because I've been so exhausted. This weekend, I will be doing the glucose test I will probably do it on Saturday morning so that I can just like run up to the lab by myself without the kids and Tim can watch the kids. So I'll probably be doing that Saturday, so I'll tell you how that goes next week. Hopefully I pass. I don't really know if there's like any indicators of gestational diabetes, but I really have a huge sweet tooth this pregnancy, so I'm a little bit nervous about it, but we'll see. On to the baby's development. The baby's brain is developing at a rapid pace at this point, and his brain is actually starting to show electrical activity. That's crazy to think about. His brain can now regulate his lungs and his body temperature. Since his brain is developing at such a rapid pace right now, talking to him and singing and having the whole family talk to him and just have him get familiar with all the voices that are around is going to help him be familiar with all these voices and people when he's born. And I think that he is probably going to know Kaya and Timmy very well when he is born, because I mean they're basically at my belly level, and whenever they talk to me they're at my belly, so he can probably hear them very well. And I sing and dance with the kids all the time anyways, so it's kind of a win-win situation. My Timmy and Kaya are getting all this singing and dancing stimulation, and so is the baby. I just name slipped, but I'm editing it out, so you guys don't know his name yet. According to the app, he is 15 inches long and over 2 pounds. So more than likely he is probably 2 pounds by now, especially based on my ultrasound. I'm sure he's gained a few ounces. So I can't wait to see how big he is. I really hope he's not like 9 pounds. That'll be, don't be a 9-pound baby, please. Both my kids were like around 7 pounds. Timmy was a little bit under. Kaya was like a couple ounces over. So I'm kind of hoping to have like another 7-ish pound baby. Please don't make me push out a 10-pounder. Updates about me this week. I've kind of been having a little bit of a hard time accepting the amount of weight gain. I know it's normal. I haven't gained more weight this pregnancy than I have with either Timmy or Kaya, but I feel bigger. I was reading in my Ovia app last week that I should probably gain about 10 more pounds, and I really don't want to gain 10 more pounds. And I know that whatever happens, happens. I can't control it other than just eating healthy. So I have been trying to eat healthy, and I've been looking up some YouTube aerobic videos that I could do that are fun. And I've been trying to do the exercises with Timmy and Kaya because I want them to see me exercising and being healthy, and I want them to exercise with me. However, Timmy was really into it, and he's telling me, "Mommy, kick your leg. Mommy, do this." But Kaya was not having it. She wanted me to hold her, so I ended up putting her on my back, and I tried to finish the workout, but it is what it is. I've noticed a few more stretch marks, and I know the more babies you have, the more stretched out you're gonna get. It still sucks, and I'm allowed to like be not happy about it, but that's just part of life when you have kids. That is it for this update today. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel because I will be doing the glucose test this weekend, so make sure you come back next week to see how that went, and I will do a quick belly shot and little belly dance for you guys now.
I'm the cat with the bass and drum, going around like bum bum bum, bum bum bum. I'm so cool and I'm so groovy when I go bum bum bum.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. See you tomorrow. Bye.